Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavani Pashyata Desatari. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langaite girim. Yakrupa tamham vande Shri Gurun Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 2 of chapter 7. So chapter 7 actually is the beginning of the description about the Supreme Lord. And Krishna says, so chapter 7 actually is the knowledge. And Krishna says in the first verse that by thinking about me, you can know me in full. And in the 6th chapter, last verse, he said, who knows me or who thinks about me, whose mind is attached to me, is the perfect yogi. So to become a perfect yogi, we have to know about Krishna. And when we know about Krishna, then we can become a perfect yogi. When we know something, then the mind gets attached to it. So Krishna says, I will tell you this and you will understand without doubt. So please listen. So now Krishna goes to the second verse. Let's see the verse. Jnanam te aham savijnanam.
Jnanam teham savijnanam.
Idam vakshayami asheshataha.
Idam vakshyami sheshataha.
Yajñatva neha bhuyo unyaj.
Yajnatva neha bhuyo
Jnatavyam avashishyate.
yajnatavyam avashishyate.
Jnanam te aham savijnanam.
Jnanam teham savignanam.
Idam vakshayamya sheshataha.
Idam namashishvata.
Yajñatva neha bhuyo nyaj.
Yagyatva neha bhuyo nyach.
Jnatavyam avashishyate.
Gyatva mavishishyate.
Please chant.
Jnanam teham savignanam. Idam vakshamyasheshata. Yagyatva neha bhuyo nyach. Gyatva mavishishyate.
Nyayam teham savijnanam. Idam vakshyami sheshataha. Yajnatva neha bhuyo yajnatavyam avashishyate.
Jnanam te aham sa vijnanam idam vakshasmi asesataha yagyatva neha bhuyo niyaz gyatavyam avishishyate.
So let us see translation and purport. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. Purport. Complete knowledge includes knowledge of the phenomenal world and the spirit behind it and the source of both of them. This is transcendental knowledge. The Lord explains that the Lord wants to explain the above mentioned system of knowledge because Arjuna is Krishna's confidential devotee and friend. In the beginning of 4th chapter, this explanation was given by Lord, and it is again confirmed here. Complete knowledge can be achieved only by the devotee of the Lord in disciplic succession directly from the Lord. Therefore, one should be intelligent enough to know the source of all knowledge, who is the cause of all causes and only object of meditation in all types of yoga practice. When the cause of all causes becomes known, then everything knowable becomes known and nothing remains unknown. The Vedas, Mukunda Upanishad 1.1.3 say, Kasmin yu bhagavo vijnate sarvam idam vijnatam bhavatiti. So Krishna, so our general tendency is, if we uh, get some knowledge or get some information about something, then we can think of that particular object or subject. Otherwise, it's very difficult for us to imagine by our this mind. So, like if we have to visit a new place, or if we are going to stay to a new place, we don't go without any information. Before going, we get all the information of that place, what are the spots to be seen, how to travel, everything. And then our interest becomes more. Okay, then our interest to go to that place increases. Or if we are going to stay in that place, then we become comfortable. So that's our general tendency. In everything, we need the knowledge and information. Then only we can actually, our mind can think of it. So similarly, now Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna, because he has told in the last verse, Tashunu, you listen, so I will tell. So now Krishna is saying that I will tell you a knowledge after knowing which there will be nothing further for you to know. That's the end. So that is the supreme knowledge. So Srila Prabhupada mentions both phenomenal and numinous. So phenomenal, in simple words, if we say, is the things or the world that we see. So we see around us everything, trees, building, road, everything we see. But that is actually made everything from earth, right? So whatever we see, we should know what is the cause of that thing, because there is always a cause, or there is something that we cannot see with eyes, but there is a system that works. So just like for a small kid, a television or a computer game, he may think that this machine is the only thing that I can see and it operates automatically. He may think like that. But to create that game, a lot of work has been done in the background. There is software, there is package, there is chip, so many things are there. So he don't, the kid don't know about all those things. So he thinks that, okay, whatever I am seeing is the reality. But if we want to know the real knowledge of that particular game, then we should know, okay, what the game is and how that is made. So who has made it? What is the software on which it works? How is the coding? So if you know all those things, then that particular knowledge about that particular piece of electronic game, you have the complete knowledge, what you see and what is behind it. So we have to know both the things. So Srila Prabhupada says, so there are two words, right? Jnanam and Vijnanam. So what we see and what we don't see, both we should know. And that is the perfect knowledge. So Krishna says, if you know this, then you know everything. So we have to know what we see, what is behind uh, the thing that we are seeing, and the source of both of these things. So if we know all these three, then the knowledge is complete. So to the same verse, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also mentions that Jnana and Vijnana is like understanding the powers of the Lord. So that is Jnana. And after you understand the powers of the Lord, then you get attached to Lord. And when you get attached and you start the devotional service to the Lord, then automatically that power factor goes, that becomes secondary. And when you get attached to Lord, then you understand the sweetness of the Lord, uh, or how merciful is the Lord. So when you understand this, both the things, the power of the Lord, but actually the Lord is very merciful. He cares very much about me. So when you know both these things, then your knowledge is complete. So that is also very interesting. Like when you understand Lord's sweetness. So like Vrindavan, the Brajavasis, they don't know about the powers of Krishna, but they know the sweetness of Krishna. And so the Brajavasis are the topmost devotees because they have crossed beyond this knowledge concept and the powers, right? So if Krishna kills some demon, they don't think that Krishna is has some extraordinary powers, or just because Krishna kills a demon, they start thinking him as God. No, they don't. They never look Krishna like that. So if some demons comes, then Yashoda Mai, and they start praying. They start praying to Vishnu. They start praying to Shankar. Please help to save my child. Narayan, please help. So they look at Krishna as their child. So they have gone to the level of sweetness. And when the devotees of Brajavasis, they cross this Gyan part, then it becomes only sweetness. And then you don't want to know anything. Like Dhruva Maharaj, after all the austerity, when Lord came in front of him, and when Dhruva Maharaj saw Lord, he was so satisfied that he didn't want anything else. Actually, Dhruva Maharaj started his austerity because he wanted a kingdom which is far bigger and more powerful than his father's kingdom. For that, he started the um, austerity. But when he actually saw Lord in front of him, he forgot all those things. He said, I don't want all those things, because just seeing you and seeing your sweetness, I am so much satisfied. So I don't want all the powers. Uh, so this is how, like, uh, when you see the Lord, or you have affection or attachment to the Lord, like Krishna says, the mind attached to me, mind completely absorbed in me, then you don't want anything else, because the other things don't make any um, value, or they are invaluable, or they are zero value, or the most important thing and valuable thing becomes only Lord. So then there nothing further remains for you to know. So this is how Krishna is saying that, Arjuna, if you know both the things, what you are seeing and what you are not seeing, and how who is the cause of these both things. So what we see, this material world, for example, people are there, people are doing some activities, birds are there, trees are there, everything is there. Days are coming, days are passing, people are taking birth, people are becoming old. All these things we see, we perceive. But why it happens? It happens through the three modes of material nature, right? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. They make all these things work. So if you know, okay, what I am seeing, and if you understand, okay, why this has happened, because of mode of passion or mode of ignorance, how it happened, then you know. Then that the what you are seeing and the cause behind it. Then you should also know that who is the cause of these modes of material nature, or material world. Then you know the Bhagwan. So when you know all these three factors, and then when you know Bhagwan, that he is the ultimate cause of everything, then these other parts become less important. So Krishna is telling the importance of this knowledge, that if once you get this knowledge, there is nothing further for you to know, Arjuna. Not only Arjuna, for us also. So that's how Krishna is in this chapter. First two, three verses, he's trying to tell Krishna about the importance, or the greatness of this knowledge, that if you get this knowledge, then there is nothing further. So in the next verse also Krishna will give more details about this knowledge, um, before going to the knowledge, so that we also get interested in that, why I should know about Bhagwan, why I should know about Krishna, who is he, why I should get attached to him, why I should attach my mind to him, or think only about him. So we once we get this knowledge and the greatness of it, then we become interested, we become serious, we become determined. So Krishna is taking the conversation in that way to make Arjuna and also all of us more interested and more determined and more eager to hear about this. So let's see this verse tomorrow also about the importance of this knowledge and its greatness. Hare Krishna. So anybody wants to add any points to this? And once you know this, nothing remains, because Krishna says, I will tell you everything in full. Asheshata, nothing will remain. Everything in full. Shesha means remaining. Ashesha means not remaining. So I will tell you everything. So everything means he's not going to tell the details. How 84 lakh species, so what, which are 84 lakhs, with that detail, no. Is going to give the principle how this works, everything works. That is the full knowledge from Krishna's point of view. Okay, so let's see tomorrow more about this knowledge, greatness of knowledge. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.